Go.
Hello and welcome, viewers of Bonjour and Merci News. I am one of your delightful news anchors, Cram Nav, but you could call me Mark Fan.
And I'm Prazel Palm, otherwise known as Maple Syrup, and this is your 2 a.m. news.
Thank you, Maple. Today, we have some incredible stories lined up for you. We will be covering the increase in minor police activity involving animal dispute, when we will talk about a moose becoming the mayor of Orion, and then we'll continue from there.
Thanks, Mark. On to our first story. Police were called earlier this afternoon to a small residence down near Ontario. Confused at the call, they rushed over to the scene and were astounded at what they heard and saw.
Upon arriving at the scene, they heard a couple screaming at each other and saying they want a divorce.
Police were able to enter the home and deal with the situation. However, they're not currently finished as they're still trying to calm the people down.
While the couple is refusing to disclose information, we can tell you that it was a man and a parrot arguing.
Looks like Polly has gone beyond wanting just a cracker.
Now, all he wants is half your wallet, half your property, and all the kids.
Police acted quickly as they heard both parties involved, yelling things such as, and I quote, "I hope you die," end quote.
Man, that reminds me of my days as a police officer. Good times. Good times.
Ah, a police officer, eh? I had no idea you could hold a job before this. Please, do go on.
Yeah, I was respected in my field before I got fired. For instance, my last job was between a fight between a cat and the all-famous Sendnik, otherwise known as Kindness. And I separated them by taking the vicious cougar, Kindness, away from the victim.
The all-famous Kindness. Who is that,
Yeah, she was about 57 at the time. And she was just amazing. Her acting on par with an Amber Heard.
Well, now we know why you lost your job. Should have let the cat finish its meal.
We had to question the number one suspect. Anyways, moving on, our next story takes place in Alberta.
The main member of this, a moose by the name of Mayor Moose, became, yes, the mayor of Orion. While the community's small and not so strong populace is still under Canadian rule, the previous mayor's passing caused some disputes between the ever-dwindling number of town members. The new mayor binded the town back together in unity and in strength.
The mayor, who is legitimately a moose, kept in a cage, or in other words, a house that has been renovated to work for him.
Not only does Mayor Moose's house look much nicer than Mr. Kramnav's home, he is able to keep a job much longer than him as well.
Luckily for that city, it hasn't seen many visitors, much like Maple, in the past while, so we aren't sure how much longer Orion will be populated by humans. The animals are taking over.
Yes, thanks, Kram. Now on to the greatest story you have ever heard.
It's been all over the world recently, but apparently Ohio took over America. Canada really needs to watch out because they are gaining power.
There's been speculation of Ohio taking over nearby states, but we here at Mercy News finally have overhead footage of this new revolution.
While it would be incredibly hard to show you this incredible film, it is easily described in one sentence.
Oh goodness, oh my, it's getting stronger.
Much like the multiple people who have lost their rights because of this change, we all fear the power of this new country. After all, being oppressed for many years, Ohio has a wrath that is influencing them to come for revenge. The entire population, other than themselves, should be advised. After all, they won't hesitate to make you support the Browns.
I send heartfelt thoughts and prayers to all those that are forced to watch this unprofessional team play for the rest of their lives.
Now, we don't know exactly what they are trying to accomplish. However, we do know that
We have rare, never before seen evidence of Ohio taking over the moon.
apparently, after sieging NASA, they launched the SpaceX Soyuz 18 Moroccan rocket into space and successfully took over the moon by removing all of its flags and then replacing the old flags with the Ohioan flag. They also have started constructing the world's first space elevator so they can obliterate any and all that oppose their new rule.
I have no idea how they managed to get into a secure NASA facility, how they took command of a ship, and managed to launch said ship into space and land on the moon, when all they did before was watch football, drink cheap beer, and grow corn. But, nevertheless, they are becoming too powerful.
Indeed, they are. Breaking news! What's that? Ohio's moving again!
Ohio has invaded our precious land of Canada and successfully overthrown the government. We advise all to shelter in place and speak nothing of their terrible NFL team.
As for us, this will have to be the end of this program. Because we need to hide as fast as possible. Please be safe and goodbye.
Goodbye, gents.